Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I'm Jeffrey,
I'm Ryan.
and we're just two guys drinking beer, talking what's going on. Once again, we got Ray with us. Ray's usually the quiet guy in the corner.
With a pineapple.
He's busy chopping up his pineapple.
I want to make a comment real quick that I cannot believe it's episode 30 of the second season.
Sure,
how long did it take us to get 30 episodes into the first season?
Actually, that probably didn't take long because when we first started that show, we were habitually getting absolutely blasted every Friday, Saturday night, recording it and then publishing it.
Yeah, well, you were coming to my house. We were watching UFC and everything beforehand.
Yes. Yeah, we had a whole exactly. We had a whole setup for that.
But we've definitely been more consistent this time around and getting an episode out every week, whether it's on a Friday or a Saturday. I think we might have missed like 1 week in the process.
True, but we did do a bonus.
Episodes.
We did do a bonus half episode once right before the election.
That's true. But
oh, he forgot to hit mute.
I got it.
You can do that?
Yes, you can too. You're a co-host.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that.
So if you have participants up, you can go over and ask unmute or mute. You know, when you got your participants screen up.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I can ask to unmute, I think it says.
Well, that's because I just muted him.
Oh, all right. So I can't unmute him though.
You can.
No, it just says ask to unmute.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can't. But that's good because he's off in limbo land right now. So
That's cool.
He'll come back when it. Yeah, because whenever you're the host or the co-host,
we'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
I love it.
I was ready with it that time.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's time to lose his hat. It was cold in here when I started.
Now you've had a few beers.
Exactly, and goofing off a little bit, and just my body heat in this room.
Yeah. All right.
But a lot of stuff happened. None of it was really a big deal, but some of it kind of was.
It was a pretty slow news week when it came right down to it. I mean, we got the big third stimulus, blah blah blah.
Oh, he's so
Biden
generous.
Made his first public address to the public.
That's usually who public addresses are made to. It's usually addressing the public.
Oh, okay. I may have had a few drinks already tonight.
I
was over at a friend's house at a campfire before I got here. So
campfire is the perfect place to drink beer. I don't understand.
Exactly.
Oh, all right.
Except he decided he'd bring all his children over and empty their recycling bin into the fire. So
then it's time for you to go home because they're not your kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how it went.
That's exactly. Oh, I am not looking forward to having to clean up her mess when everyone else just leaves. Like, that ain't my kid, not my problem.
So where do you want to go first?
Well, did you hear Major got himself and Champ kicked out of the White House?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, in a biting incident. Now, why did Champ get in trouble, huh? Why did Champ get punished when Champ is a good boy?
Well, I've seen a lot of memes about this situation already. His trainer says that he was introduced to the White House too soon.
I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean, but sure.
I mean, come on, let's get realistic about these White House pets. It's all about public perception and publicity.
All right.
I mean, nobody made a big deal about Trump not having pets at the White House, but every other administration has to have a cat or a dog there, blah, blah, blah. Who really cares in the end?
I don't.
What does it really matter?
I don't know, but what do you think of what I just did with the Google Doc thing there?
I'm not there. Let me
go
there.
Sorry. Instead of putting a star next to it, I highlighted that sucker.
Woo!
So you can't miss that we've done it.
Yep. No, you can't. Like we were missing the star. But I mean, one of the dogs was a rescue dog. So
I still on that bit, I think.
and so that creates an issue right there, because it's obviously had issues in the past, but it doesn't matter to me. I mean, this is a fluff piece to me. I don't give two shits about the dogs being at the White House or in Delaware. Apparently there's rumors going around that Biden just bought a new complex someplace else for like $3 million.
I thought he went back to what, Ohio or Pennsylvania or whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
Well,
It doesn't freaking matter anyway. It's a fluff piece, and these are the hard hitting stories.
yeah, and that's ridiculous because that's not a hard hitting story at all.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to see the after pineapple situation. The pineapple has been carved, and now he's eating it.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ray, what's up with this new phone of yours?
Well, I was looking for a replacement for my old phone, the J3. I never buy the flagship phone. I usually buy the one under. And I did my research, and I like the Galaxy XA11.
Yeah.
And I went to Target. Well, I went to Best Buy to get one. Well, prepaid one, and they didn't have it. Like, oh, you have to go to this other store to get it. Like, it was way out of my way. Like, nah, I'm not gonna buy this. So me and my wife decided to go to Target afterwards to buy some stuff that we need.
Target?
Target.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and they got the AT&T store in there. And, they
Ah.
got those guys. The guy like, hey, how much you paying? Like, and just here for my my prepaid phone, that I'm looking for. And
Yeah,
he's
then all
like,
of a sudden it turns into for the same amount you're paying for the prepaid thing, you could just have this, and you're like, oh crap, you got me.
you got me, yeah.
He's like, you got me.
And which company did you go with?
AT&T,
Okay,
CNN,
nice.
basically.
Well, you don't have to use listen to that crap. You can use it to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Galaxy series, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is a Google based system, but you could easily install a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I use a lot of DuckDuckGo and Bing for search myself because, to be honest, I'm not getting the same results when I search with Google anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I turned you on DuckDuckGo a long time ago. So,
but anyways,
The
I
camera.
like it. Yeah, I like the A11. Got a lot of features. The S type. I mean, it came for 25 months. I only pay like $50 a month, so it's not bad. I get a free phone, so that's included with it.
It's not a free phone. You were paying for it for 25 months.
Yeah.
no, his wife got a phone too.
Oh,
No.
It was like
she
a
got-
buy one get one free thing.
holy crap!
No,
That's
she got
nuts.
her own plan, so it's just me.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So the free phone you got, just like our stimulus check, the money. It was your own money you're getting back,
yeah,
right?
no.
But it's nice to get it though. It is your money. You may as well, you know what I mean, get it back, I suppose. By the way, dude, I'm getting. Oh shit! Sorry, I swung at a bug and hit my microphone. I'm getting a fat federal check this year.
Because you never got the stimulus, the first two stimuluses before.
No, I don't. That's very true. Plus, I didn't even bother filing last year because I was owed a little bit of money, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. It's not worth my effort. I got that little bit plus that my stimulus that I didn't get.
Okay.
Plus, I was taxed at one tax bracket, but then didn't work for 3 of those months of the year.
Yeah.
So I only earned the tax bracket below it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a 5-digit refund.
Nice.
it's gonna go to pay for a lot of debt, unfortunately, immediately. But it's nice that I've never seen
I'm
that
looking at
many
a
zeros on a
4-digit.
tax.
I'm looking at a 4-digit bill. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that 5-digit refund didn't last very long, did it?
Since I'm self-employed, I don't get a whole lot of refunds. So
Well, exactly. Well, I cashed or deposited my Massachusetts refund yesterday or today, I think. And it was, I don't know, $800 total.
yeah,
It just drove me nuts at how much money Massachusetts takes from me. And then I don't work for 3 months, and the only difference is $800. Like, I refuse to accept that. That was the only. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I refuse to accept that. That was the
well, I've always knew Massachusetts by another name. So
Massachusetts.
yes,
Yeah. You know, if it wasn't this little pocket of Mass that I love so much, I wouldn't be. Well, that and my family, I wouldn't be here.
yeah.
But you've
I
seen
mean,
this
it
part.
really boiled down to going up there to be with your dad and other other family. That's why you decided to move. So
Well, you've been up here though. This
yeah,
part.
it's a unique area of Massachusetts.
Yeah, this
definitely.
particular part of Massachusetts is different than pretty much everywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's a deep forest in the middle of
Massachusetts.
yeah, exactly, like a very urban state.
Yeah.
And you well, the dude used to be on the show with us, went down to Sean's family's house. I mean, that's a whole bunch of
'cause
windy.
Yeah, because I was there for when Sean and Katie got married, so
Yeah, and that is a whole bunch of windy roads
yeah,
with 150-foot trees on either side of the road.
it's
Yeah.
very unique for that
Yeah.
area of the country.
Like, where am I? He's like, 4 minutes ago, I was on the interstate.
Yep.
I am. We have special pizza here too.
Oh yeah, the Popsies pizza.
Poopsies. But yeah, the bar pizza. But anyway, sorry, I got us way off track.
That's what people listen to the show for.
I know. We do get crazy windstorms here though for some reason.
Sorry.
No, I thought you had something for us.
No, just open up my laptop.
Commercials and yada.
Well,
Yeah.
should we move into the big news of the week then?
What's
The
that?
royal press conference from Oprah Winfrey.
Sure. I didn't listen. I didn't watch the interview.
Who did?
A lot of people apparently. Apparently, everyone
It
besides
was
us.
not me. I didn't care. I gave up on caring about the royal family in 1776. So
Okay. I don't care really. I mean, I don't believe most of what she says because I think I found she's playing the victim card.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't realize she wasn't white.
oh yeah, she's not white. She's black.
I did not know that.
When the royal wedding was getting ready to happen, that was a big deal. That she's going to be like the first black member of the royal family.
I didn't pay attention to the wedding. When I looked at her, I did not see a black woman. I saw a white woman, and apparently she's an actress.
Yes, she is.
I have never heard of her before.
That doesn't mean she's not one.
Okay, I understand that. That's very true.
mean, Just because you don't get paid for it, I can consider myself an actor. Whether I've had any roles or not.
Is she okay? Is she a professional actress?
Yeah, in a couple shows. Suits.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew who she was. I watched the show. Is
What
on
show?
USA. Suits.
Suits.
Like,
Okay.
Suits.
She was
Yeah.
in Suits. Okay.
Oh,
Mhm. She's the girlfriend, the protagonist in the show.
All right.
does that phone of yours do 5G?
Yeah, I hook up to my Wi-Fi through 5G.
Well, your Wi-Fi sucks. Switch to 5G.
I was just gonna say, do you have 5G where you are?
Your LTE might be better than your Wi-Fi.
All right, how about now?
That's better.
We lost the picture though.
He's turned it back on.
Hmm.
Oh,
Interesting. Man. All right.
yeah, but everybody was making a big deal about how the royal family in England felt about it, and how about this and that, and the stories keep going on and on and on, and like blah 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 blah. Who really cares about this? And look at how much money CBS paid Oprah to do the interview.
People do care, man.
In America?
Well, I don't know how much they care, but there's a whole lot of stuff that can be brought up about this. Like, I'm smiling because I'm thinking of like 19 directions to go from here.
Okay.
Well, the Piers Morgan thing was about this, wasn't it?
Mhm. It was.
But I'm also thinking that the Queen couldn't have another one killed.
Okay.
And is now regretting killing Di. Maybe that's why they came to live in the US, because it's way harder to kill someone in a tunnel crash,
Oh, I think they came to the U.S. to make a name for themselves. Away from
Make
the
a name
royal
for themselves,
family.
they're literal royalty.
And they got to keep their titles when they left.
Did they? I
They
thought they
still-
weren't allowed to.
No, they got to keep them. It was part of their agreement when they left. They got to keep their titles. They can actually lose their titles because of this interview now. If the Queen decides to yank them.
Why would you? No, okay. Again, I don't care a lot, but I will say that this is the wrong reason, but it is far beyond time that the United Kingdom got rid of a bloodline system in its government.
The bloodline system in the government is totally self-funded now. They're not taking any money from the people of the United Kingdom.
Like the Vatican, almost the
Pretty
independent.
much, yeah.
Yeah, you know what you got my.
And the Queen is really a figurehead that holds all the different areas together. It's
The Queen has weird powers in weird situations,
yes,
like wartime.
but she
for
doesn't
example.
have like the powers that the president of the United States has.
I'm not sure what they all are, but I do know that she has weird authority in wartime that's like kingdom wide, not England wide. And I'm not sure exactly what that entails. I'm sure my English friend, my Australian friends, if any of them listen, will give me the what for. But I brought this up. I was like, maybe, oh, good God, finally, now the UK monarchy is following Spain next. And I keep wanting to say English. My Australian buddy was like, up my butt in a second, defending the UK monarchy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't believe a quarter of what came out on that interview with Oprah.
So you side with Piers Morgan?
Yes,
because that's what he said.
let's
Was
hear
he
it.
doesn't believe anything she said, and she made this up to play a victim card
Yeah,
to become famous.
yeah, and I'm sure CBS paid them money to be on the interview too. Just like they paid Oprah to do the interview.
Oh, hold on.
Let's hear it.
And I understand that you don't like Meghan Markle. You've made it so clear a number of times on this program, a number of times. And I understand that you've got a personal relationship with Meghan Markle, or had one, and she cut you off. She's entitled to cut you off if she wants to. Has she said anything about you since she cut you off? I don't think she has, but yet you continue to trash her.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry. No, sorry.
Do you know what? That's
You can
pathetic.
trash me, maybe not my.
No.
See you later.
I'm being.
Sorry, can't
This
do
is
this.
absolutely diabolical behavior.
Okay, first of all, that's absolutely diabolical behavior. That sounds like a Bond villain. But I love it. The guy just got up and walked off on his own show, and he's like, "You
Yeah,
can trash
and
me, but not on
he's
my own
already
show."
turned in a letter of resignation. He's not coming back to Good Morning Britain. You know?
Obviously, I got a feeling they weren't going to let him back after that. Like he walked off the job, but you pretty much aren't allowed back after that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't see that conviction very often, like on air news. I'm not a big Piers Morgan fan, you know, because of some of the things he did on CNN.
He's very controversial.
But I mean, he I don't know.
You talk about when he did on CNN in terms of when he filled in for Dennis Leary, was it? Dennis.
I don't know.
He filled in.
He used to have his own show on CNN for a while.
Yeah, he filled in for someone who died. The guy with the suspenders.
Oh, Larry King.
Larry King. That's the one I was looking for. Oh my God. I'm Larry King.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, this guy was making a decent amount of money on Good Morning Britain, and it must really mean something to him to just walk away from that money.
Well, again, he was supporting the monarchy or defending him at least.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean necessarily that he likes the monarchy.
No.
But
in this instance, he goes for the monarchy, you know, compared to Meghan Markle and whatever her husband's name is, you know, who have now got money coming from Netflix. They're going to get a Netflix series.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they got a hell of a story to tell. No matter what happens or how this turns out, they got a hell of a story to sell. And I love it too, though, is like she's playing the oppressed minority in this story. It's like, aren't you a duchess?
Yeah, she is.
All right, don't get me wrong. People are kicked for being the wrong color in plenty of places, but she's literal royalty.
Right.
And by marriage, not even bloodline, through a marriage. So it was like, you know, this had to be a choice made, and we're still going to play the race card. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe Ray should speak up more on this. As much as racist as that sounds, but he's the quote minority of us three. You know what I mean?
He definitely is. There's no doubt about it. We're white. He is not.
Anyways, I think she's just a little. I think whenever they ask her the race question, like what did the kids will look like, I think they were referring to like, hey, is it gonna be like the facial picture from the daddy or the mommy, you know, like that? Because usually that's what people ask, you know, like, hey, what would your kid will look like? You know, what kind of features the baby gonna pick up from the daddy or the mom?
Well, and they're also worried about are your children going to have red hair, or are you going to be like normal people and drown them?
Yeah. So it's just, I think it's just you cannot ask any question because we'll take it racially. Like, really, that's why you gonna take this? And probably that's the entire question was like, hey, what your kids will look like? You know, are they gonna be tall, dark, short, you know, chubby, or what? You know,
how can you tell?
The only thing she got in mind is race. Yeah. You know,
so her whole focus is race.
Yeah.
I see. Where were you when we did that whole thing with the whole 30-minute segment about talking about everything was tied to race, man? You would have been very helpful.
I got an old shitty laptop, and that's where I was.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were there.
But he's not there anymore. He's upgraded.
Dude, I saw some really cool shit for like you said, not just the stand with the lights and all that crazy stuff. They were pretty cheap. By the way, if you don't care, if you want to wait 6 months on, you can get stuff on Wish for like 20 bucks, but you might have to wait 6 months for it. Well, I was looking at some wish stuff because like maybe he just needs like
Of
a
course you
camera
were.
or a microphone or something.
Yeah,
I was just
I
sending
get it.
straight to his house.
I get a dildo instead of what I wanted. Like, great. This is not what I wanted.
Well, I mean, like I was saying earlier, is I was trying to use the Chromebook before to do the show, and I was like, it didn't have the processing power to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your phone does.
Yeah, but my phone did, and obviously his brand new phone.
Yeah.
I'm excited to. I want to learn about that camera, man. Like, I got an awesome camera on my phone that does 2 different high speeds. I think 980 and 1150 frames per second.
Well, you know I'm the odd man out. So
So I'm pretty sure his is even better than mine in terms of a high speed. I can record 1 second and make it look like 3 minutes when it's played out.
nice.
Yeah, it's nuts watching a flame dance, you know?
Oh shit.
Anyway, sorry, I got us way off track. But apparently with this this whole Oprah thing, apparently it's offensive now for a white person to post a meme of Oprah from this.
Of course.
Yes, from this Oprah interview. It's digital blackface.
Everything's getting canceled now.
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny is I thought about setting up a whole 10-minute conversation about cancel culture. Actually,
Yeah.
we could use it as a decent transition, I think.
Go Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzalez.
Well, we can go there. Actually, I was gonna go to Cuomo.
Oh, we can do both. Like,
No, yeah, let's do the Pepe Le Pew. So a confused skunk is just trying to get laid. And now we gotta cancel it. Like, I don't know, that kind of sounds kind of not even racist or sexist, but I'm getting a weird feedback.
Because he's got his laptop on too. You got to mute one of them.
I got it.
All right, sorry. I'm gonna cut bits and pieces out of a whole bunch of different episodes of us laughing and coming up
Oh,
with funny
boy.
stuff.
That's
And
gonna be
make like an
awesome.
opening sequence, and hopefully we can do that, our own custom opening sequence instead of royalty free music.
Oh, you want me to switch things up, huh?
Maybe I'll just do it on my YouTube because I don't have your the same royalty music free music as you. Shoot. We transitioned. Where did we just get to? We went from
We're around the royal family. I don't know where you went while I was peeing.
it could have gone to Cuomo or something else.
We didn't. I
We
don't
went
remember. We never talked about Cuomo.
No, it was after you left.
Okay.
Crap, that sucks.
There's only one red mark on the document, so
I know. Well, we hadn't actually gotten there yet. But we mentioned the digital blackface. We definitely mentioned that. Like that's a better color. Oh, geez. Yeah, we mentioned the digital blackface, how using an Oprah meme is now racist.
Yeah.
Which I think is absolutely hilarious. I read the article, but it really did. It was boring and it pissed me off at the same time, which I didn't even know was possible.
Yes, it is.
What's this? Oh, here we go. Did you look at this? The vaccine, the fact sheet for recipients and caregivers, emergency use authorization, the EUA of the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine to prevent coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19. An individual is 16 years of age or older. From the FDA.gov.
I'm sure it's a hoot. I mean, I love how everybody's saying that the vaccine's safe and it's FDA approved.
Oh, I was just gonna say, go ahead and click on that link.
I'm on the link.
All right.
The
Now scroll
FDA
down
has
to the
not
bottom of
actually
the,
approved this vaccine.
yeah, scroll down to the bottom of that
Basically,
first
anybody
page.
getting this vaccine is a member of the military at this point.
Mm.
They are a guinea pig.
Well, the bottom of the first page. What is the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine? The blah, 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 blah vaccine is an unapproved vaccine that may prevent COVID-19.
Yeah.
There is no FDA approved vaccine to
No.
prevent COVID-19. This was revised on 25 February 2021.
I see that.
Yep, there you go, from FDA.gov.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
all set. I'm gonna wait.
everybody's running around saying, "Hey, the vaccine's safe." Even President Biden said it in his press conference. Take your vaccine, get your shot as soon as you can. Blah 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 blah. This is like a version of the anthrax vaccine for the military, and this is why. And for some reason, I don't know how it got through this time. Is when anthrax came through, there was no choosing whether you could get it or not in the military. You had to get it. The military has actually been given the choice for COVID-19.
Which,
and a lot of people ain't getting it. Like the three of us ain't getting it. You know? I want to wait 2-3 years down the road and see what happens to the people that got it before I get it.
where is the captain of the Roosevelt?
Towards the top of the sheet.
Well, if you know where it is, go ahead and bring that up. Oh, there you go, Captain Crozer. Of the USS Roosevelt. He was the one who got in a ton of trouble.
Yeah.
And if any of you guys remember any of the details,
I do.
All right, because I remember he got in a lot of trouble because he insisted on going ashore or something like that.
No, well, he sent an email to the press.
That's right. He leaked stuff.
Arguing and complaining about how the military, specifically the Department of Navy, was handling the situation on his ship.
Yeah,
So he got fired from his job.
That makes
because
sense.
he didn't use the chain of command.
Mm-hmm.
So they say.
Wow. This
I'm sure
article
he
just
did.
came out with a ton
I'm sure he
of.
did, and he got so frustrated with the chain of command that he bypassed it to get the word out.
Apparently, his crew is
the
really
Roosevelt
hurt.
was stuck in Guam for months because there were so many people that were getting sick that they moved them off the ship, put them in barracks on Guam, and the ship couldn't function with the amount of people that were missing from the ship.
Yeah, not just that, but you couldn't. The idea was you'd send them out to hotels. The people that that had to be
Well, they were put them in barracks. They put them in barracks during Guam.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Guam couldn't handle it because Guam's a little tiny top of a volcanic mountain just sticking out of the ocean. You know what I mean? Tiny.
Yeah.
It couldn't handle it. Really, Guam couldn't handle an aircraft carrier trying to live on that island. I mean, it sounds ridiculous because they live on an aircraft carrier, but that's a different life. But yeah, it turns out the captain had been speaking or sending emails back and forth with the admiral the whole time. But what's going on, and there's nowhere to go, and they're getting sicker and sicker, and it's spreading. And I don't know if you read that Task and Purpose article I sent you.
No.
Oh. But apparently they was proven right. The captain has been proven right that he should have been at least reinstated as a commanding officer because he went through all the proper channels and the Navy didn't care.
Yeah, they did. Now, has he retired already, or is he still on active duty?
I'm pretty sure he's been decommissioned.
No, he's going to be allowed to retire.
According to them, he jumped the chain of command
Doesn't
and
matter.
leaked it
Officers are always good.
and leaked it to the public. That's the same thing as selling to the enemy.
All right. I'm gonna look up his name while you continue talking about something.
There you go. All right, well, Ray, you got something you want to talk about? I'm excited to have you back.
Thank you. No, not really. Just
No, not really. We just started.
I know. I just listen to you guys going on and on. But
We get going on and on.
The catch a culture, how they want to eliminate cartoons nowadays. The scenes of
That's what we were talking about was Pepe, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep,
and
Pepe Le Pew.
Speedy Gonzalez and how they going after Pepe for being a harasser of the cat, the black cat. But now it's funny how that coincidence I line up with that. What's going on with Cuomo acting up, the way he does.
So where's the line between sexual harasser and sexually confused? Because to me, Pepe Le Pew was a foreign immigrant who was confused about his sexuality. Now someone else is telling me that he's a rapist.
Yeah, I know.
Whose butt hurts the most, right?
Yeah.
I suppose the actual rape victim.
Yeah, and also they're going after Speedy Gonzalez because as misrepresenting the Mexican community and stuff like that, even though the current actor for the new Space Jam movie is Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. He's like, hey, I got no problem with the character, I like it. It's a representation, even though it doesn't represent her correctly, but it represents us, it's an image of us, Don't just cancel me for no reason, because you feel like usually the white liberals that feel offended by somebody else. Other people racist.
Well, what I've had fun doing is pointing out and saying that it seems that only these minority group mascots and cartoons are being canceled. And, Mr. Clean and Wendy from Wendy's is still running strong.
Yeah, eliminating every other culture, but, except the white people.
While we're saying get rid of it because it's racist, because it's not white.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to say that out loud because they're afraid of getting called racist, but that seems to be what's happening around us. You don't see Lil Debbie losing her job, do you?
No.
They got rid of Uncle Ben in a hurry, though, didn't they?
Aunt Jemima.
They cancel all the people for the color of the skin. That's what they're doing. Basically.
I got something right here that I never brought, didn't put in the topic list to have fresh ideas. This is the way I look at it these days is this is why I don't really side with the Republicans. It's because I don't think there are any more Republicans in terms of people holding office. There's only Democrat like. I mean, you got Cocaine Mitch going, well, slow down there, Democrats. Don't need to go so quick. We need to think about this. But they don't do diddly. They have plenty of chances to roll back gun control legislation under Trump. They did nothing. Not only that, they put extra gun control measures on under Trump with the bump stock, and that was stupid. It was.
Yeah.
This is why I'm getting more and more pissed at the Republicans because I don't even think that they're spineless. I don't think they exist anymore. You have a bunch of people that ran for office with ideas that weren't mainstream, but nobody can seem to. There's no seem to be a Republican Party. It's all they do is slow down the Democrats.
So who do you vote for if you don't vote for Republicans?
I vote for candidates.
Okay. What candidates?
Sometimes they have an R next to the names. Sometimes they don't. Problem is, I don't get to hear most candidates because they don't have $5 million to run for a local office. You know what I mean?
So when do you start your campaign?
Where am I going to pull $5 million out of to run for a state office?
You don't need $5 million.
Well, I'm going to do it on. I'm Donald Trump, and I can do this online. How would I get my message out to run? You know what I mean? I put my name on a ticket. Nobody looks at the who's on the ticket. You would have to stand yourself out from everyone else in advance.
Okay,
And how do you do that without money?
there's ways.
Yeah, be a viral sensation.
That could be you.
Had I figured out how to do that, we would be viral sensations.
Well,
We haven't figured out how to do that
I still
yet.
can't figure out how people are listening to the show from Louisiana and Pennsylvania.
I was actually gonna bring that up. And I'm getting some views. I'm getting some views on YouTube too. People are listening.
Yeah, they are.
People want to hear ideas. The people are excited about this, exactly this, because they know that the television is just giving you a bunch of giant bag of BS, you know?
Yep.
But you got to agree, man, that the Republicans haven't done crap in years. All they do is slow down the Democrats.
For the most part. Yeah.
What have they done?
The latest tax cut.
Well, actually, and Biden's not going to undo it.
He can't. This ain't. In order to do it, he's got to push through a whole new legislation. They will not be able to use budget reconciliation to do it. So that's the only reason why they got this latest, stimulus package through, was they pushed it through on budget reconciliation with no $15 minimum wage, which pissed off a lot of people on the Democrat Party, including Bernie Sanders.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of money. But you know what? I don't mind the federal government saying that the federal government will not pay an employee less than $15 an hour.
It's not up to the federal government.
No. That bill was only supposed to be to federal employees, I thought.
No, they wanted to push it through nationwide. That was going to be the new federal minimum employment bill.
Here's the question: who would that hurt more? Would that hurt West Virginia, or like New York more by raising the minimum wage $15 an hour?
Well, I think New York's already there, so it ain't going to hurt them. It's going to hurt small businesses when it comes right down to it.
Yeah, so like West Virginia, the mom and pop shop next to the coal mine.
The people that, hire people that actually have jobs, but they can't afford them, they're not making a huge profit on, $10 away minimum wage,
Well, Massachusetts is 13 and a quarter. I think we looked it up last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it's at 13 and a quarter. Now I'm tempted to look it up again.
Go for it. I'm gonna take a break.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's like your third time.
I've been drinking beer for hours. I went to a fire before the show.
We're gonna get you a catheter bag.
Well, Ray promised it. I ain't got it in the mail yet.
Ray, you got anything to add? Anything anywhere you wanna go?
No, let's see. The minimum wage, yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot of people. I cannot believe they want to push this. I guess it's just for the big corporations, to help them out, to boost them out, just to kill the mini companies and those tiny companies.
I don't know. You really think that Amazon is competing with the local convenience store down the street?
Nah, they're not. I mean, I feel guilty ordering stuff from Amazon, but I still do it because it's so convenient,
True,
it's
but I
still
mean,
convenient.
a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that you insist on purchasing in person. You know what I mean?
Well, because I like to see it before I buy it. Like, hey, what am I purchasing? I hate buying something and it's not what I'm expecting. Like, man, this sucks. I want to return it.
Yeah.
I also like to have this instant gratification. Like I got it now. I don't have to wait on the mail like 2 days to get it here. You know.
And that's that's one thing that makes Amazon so popular. You know, if you have Amazon Prime, you got it with 2 days with free shipping, you know?
Yeah.
And Amazon Prime doesn't cost that much, and you get like a television service with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free Hulu.
Well, yeah. Well, oh, that's new. Or to whenever, because we got Amazon Prime a while ago for the television service.
Right.
Excuse me. And then we got free 2-day shipping or whatever.
Yep.
We're like, holy crap, are you kidding me? We got Hulu, maybe 2 or 3 years ago because it was with ESPN Plus and Disney.
Yeah.
By the way, ESPN Plus is garbage.
I
Garbage.
like UFC, so I've been thinking about getting it. And now I get it as a Hulu add-on for like $6 a month. So
You don't get to watch it live though. You can only watch past recorded stuff.
I'm fine with that because if you haven't figured it out by now, most UFC fights are on Saturday nights between 8 and midnight. And guess where we are on Saturday nights between 8 and midnight?
True. By the way, apparently last week when we did this, there was a pay-per-view event. Dude got DQ'd for an illegal knee to the face.
Nice.
When on a downed opponent. Did you see that video?
No.
Dude, it was brutal. Oh, sorry. It was a brutal knee to the face. It was funny because Joe Rogan was like, "Oh, some of the fighters get confused with the rules sometimes." Then he watched the video, goes, "Wait a minute, hold on." Oh yeah, no, because I was like, "No, dude." Even the guy who's like the big deal in the sport, when he goes, "Hold on, wait a second."
Yeah.
How's a dude with all the adrenaline pumping in a competition supposed to be right? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I did mean to go off on a UFC tangent. We've never brought up MMA, and which hilarious is this was a huge part of this show for the longest time was
back
MMA.
In the day. Back in the day, it was. Yep.
It was always sit down and watch the fights for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And drink beer the whole time.
Exactly. To make our actual podcast more entertaining.
And then hit record like, hey, did you see this stupid shit?
Yeah. So, I don't mind bringing UFC back into the show, I know that it is what it is, it ain't like the big role it used to play, but it is what brought us together in the beginning to do the show.
There you go. And it's funny as I was thinking about it earlier, and we brought it up a couple of times about changing the name of the show to involve Ray's name in the show. But like we set up the Gmail, and I got not like that's gonna stop us from opening another Gmail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gmail's free.
But we've been doing this for so long.
Years. It ain't just been 2 years. We've probably been doing this for like 5 years. If we actually go back and look at the beginning,
in terms of episodes released, yeah. But we've been at it way longer than that because we took like 2 years off.
Yeah.
During a transition. That's actually why we started the new one, and then we started taking it a little more seriously.
Yeah, I think we're taking this a lot more seriously now.
We're actually putting a little bit of effort in this. We're not just taking a notepad and writing shit down 5 minutes before we hit record.
Between bong hits.
Yeah, between bong hits on the back porch, listening to the crickets chirp. Oh man, that was a long time ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I miss those days, but then again, I don't miss those days. So,
yeah. At least I'm not in the Navy anymore.
Nope, that's how we met each other. Was in the Navy.
Actually, almost everyone and every guest we've ever had on the show has been either active duty or a vet. When we started this show, were we active duty? Was I active duty? Were you?
I was not. I was retired.
I think I was out too, but I'm not sure.
You were out. Yeah. Ray was still in.
Sean was in.
Yeah.
Tina was still Air Force, I think.
Yeah, she was. She was still in. Because remember, we had to, when she wanted to be on the show, we had to bring out her pseudonym name, Grim.
Yeah, and that way to blow up her alias.
I think those days are over. Luckily, she doesn't listen to the show.
Very true. And the people that are about to hire her are not, or whatever, are not listening to the show either.
Oh, she's trying to get a job?
No, she's about almost done with school, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah, you say that, but now she's talking about getting a master's.
Of course. Does she have any GI Bill left?
She does, but
And-
I'm doing shit work. And she could be making starting out 90 grand a year.
I just let her keep rolling with the GI Bill as long as it's still there.
So I get to keep breaking my back for another 2 to 5 years with a baby going to school.
Well, as long as she's in school, you're getting BAH. That's got to help a little bit.
Doesn't pay the bills in Massachusetts, dude.
Well, I don't live in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
Don't say out loud. Cancel culture will go after where people are thinking.
I'm afraid to sell precious metals in Massachusetts, dude. I have no idea what the capital gains tax is. I haven't even
you
bothered to
don't-
look.
All the more reason to come to Virginia for a few days in the summertime.
That might be the time to. Well, yeah, I had to plan all sorts of stuff to make that work because right now it's time to buy silver again. It took a giant dump after that quick little surge.
All right, let's just get to the point. I want you to come to Virginia and hang out, and we go sailing for a day or two.
Why don't
And
you
drink
sail?
some
Why don't
beer.
you sail your ass up to Boston?
The boat ain't big enough.
That is a long trip. Actually, you could probably do it in less time on the boat than you could in a car. I bet, depending
No,
on the wind.
no, but the car's faster still.
Really,
Yeah,
even with the New Jersey, New York traffic,
yeah.
it would be a lot of work too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a trip, though.
The
wouldn't
first
it?
boat I bought, I sailed it down from DC to here in Virginia.
It took forever.
Pretty much. I had to abandon. I had to leave the boat in Deltaville because I had to report to my next duty station. I mean, it was like 3 days down to Deltaville, and then like a week later, it was like another day down from Deltaville. So, but I had a great time doing it. You know, there was a lot of drinking involved along the way, a lot of camaraderie. So things like that are a lot of fun. Long trips like that.
Yeah, I remember a couple of particular nights on your boat.
I can name one. There was.
I guess it was Sean going overboard.
Yeah. There was Jack Daniels involved on that trip.
Luckily, neither Sean nor Natalie, Natalie, listen to this
Natalie.
show.
No.
Geez, that was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah, what we were moored like 3 or 4 boats
There
out.
was 4 boats. We were 4 boats out, you know.
So
It
yeah,
was at Harbor Fest, and you had to cross over a bunch of different boats to get to our boat. So
and so basically each boat was tied to another one,
yeah,
to the pier,
yeah.
and it was done that way because it was a big race, right?
It was a big festival.
Well, we did a race first, didn't we?
It was like no, we didn't do a race.
I thought we did. I
just
thought we
kinda
raced
showed
across.
up.
I thought we raced across the pier or whatever, and like we came in like butt crack last because we didn't care. But I thought it was technically we joined a race.
No, there was no race. I mean, there was like a parade of boats that you can be part of.
Oh, so I was just drunk enough that I thought we were racing the other
Yeah,
boats.
exactly.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's all good.
That was a long time ago.
That was years ago.
Years ago. That was almost 20 years ago, dude.
You have not been gone for 20 years.
Not gone for 20 years, but I was there for a long time.
That was not 20 years ago. I ain't been retired that long.
No, you're right. It was like maybe 10. Anyway, Derek Chauvin's on trial. It began jury selection. He is the cop accused of ending George Floyd's life.
Okay.
That's all I get. Okay.
I need Ray to chime in here. I go to the bathroom.
Oh my God, dude. Get your prostate checked.
Hey, let's see how much is Catherine on Amazon. We get him that cheap Chinese one. Or we can order her one from Wish.
Oh, what now?
A catheter.
Oh, yeah. Get her a nasty, gross one from Wish. That's like, yeah, like a giant. It's like the size of a pen around.
Oh man.
Oh. They make the little like bag too. It's not even a catheter. It's like a bag that goes over your junk that collects it.
Yeah.
You just like tie it off with a rubber band, you know? Don't wear the rubber band around there too long. You may cause permanent damage.
Yeah. You can pull it out once in a while, pull it out Vaseline.
I've been waiting to bust out some of these sound clips, dude. I got a couple funny ones that I actually had the wife voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fat one.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a fat one.
Fancy. We fancy.
What a bag of dicks.
I've been waiting to use it, but I haven't come up with a good example yet. However, I do like this one a lot.
You are fake news.
Been waiting to use these. I can't come up with something good. You know what I mean? I have, however, managed to, but over and over again, almost in a circular motion, I managed to break this one out.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
It's not hard.
Do you know how much work it took to make that little sound clip?
I'm sure it was a lot, but I mean, that's her normal saying, you know? I'm circling back to you.
True, but I'm getting a lot better at doing this. So
Yeah,
now it's not. Yeah, well, now it's not taking me 40 minutes to do a 3-second clip. You know. But anyway, what do you guys? We already did my Piers Morgan storming out thing, right?
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about Andrew Cuomo?
Yeah, I don't remember how I was gonna get to Cuomo.
We were talking about Pepe Le Pew. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Pepe Le Pew, but
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture. Now
Oh.
they like
Andrew Cuomo is not on the list. How in the hell is that even?
Yeah, he is. New calls for the resignation by the majority of the U.S. House Democrats in New York. Republicans call for impeachment. Cuomo has said this is cancel culture coming for him.
now he's the victim.
Yeah, well, definitely. He's definitely the victim.
Yeah.
And he's trying to use the Trump strategy to like avoid discipline.
6 women have accused him now.
Well, and the police are involved now. There's been a that's been referred to the actual police department.
Mm.
I think that's the problem, though, is that we're treating this like a sexual, like a sexual assault thing, and
What
not
is
murder.
Who do you murder?
That's the
15,000 New York elderly.
Well, that is the issue. Is this is overshadowing the nursing home scandal?
Yes, they're drawing your attention away from his. They gave this man awards for the way he handled it. He wrote a book about the way he handled it.
I think we talked about this last episode.
Yeah, he was the example of this is how we do this crap. And they're
He
saying,
got a Grammy.
yeah, and they're saying
They haven't taken his Grammy away yet.
no, they took back Milli Vanilli's award, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. In a heartbeat.
But Florida, you're a bunch of backwoods rednecks. Texas, you're a bunch of backwoods rednecks. What was that other
They're
state? that just-
Neanderthals.
Yeah, Neanderthal thinking. I'm offended by that because I can actually prove I am more Neanderthal than Elizabeth Warren is an American Indian.
That's not hard.
No, because you are too.
Exactly.
So is it Ray? No, she was less American Indian than a Chinese man born in China is. She actually was though. That's what was mind-boggling. It's like you've been here for how many generations and you've never once mixed with these people.
Yeah. I think this is an initial
Thank God that was
attempt
your
to
finger,
like
Ray.
cover it over, but I don't think in the end that I think he's gonna get impeached. I think it's the end of his career as
think he's
a
gonna-
politician.
Is he gonna go to prison?
No. That's not what happens to rich politicians. But he will never ever have a chance to run for president, and that's where he was heading. He was the Democrat superstar of
They
the
asked him.
future.
They asked him to run last time.
Yeah, well, he should have done it. Because his ship has sailed now. The truth is coming out, and there's no covering up so this much bullshit.
Well, if the truth comes out though of what actually happened, aren't people gonna start putting the pieces together? Realizing like, hey, wait a minute, maybe a whole bunch of these deaths were these people putting people into nursing homes, and maybe it wasn't really this many people that died, it was this many people were killed. Maybe
Yeah.
we shouldn't shelter in place like the world is ending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the governor in Michigan is under the same pressure. They're putting people in nursing homes.
Gretchen Whitmer, right?
Yes.
Not Gretchen Wilson.
No, Whitmer.
I got something in here about her, don't I? Maybe I got. I don't know. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Thought I had something in here about.
Oh,
Whitmer.
this is just typical politicians trying to cover their asses, you
Oh,
know.
here it is.
At a certain point, go ahead.
No, please continue.
At a certain point, you just can't cover your asses enough for the bullshit you're doing. You know, the truth will come out.
Well, according to the New York Post,
Okay.
by the way, the oldest publication in the United States, news publication.
I thought that was the New York Times.
No, not the New York Times, the New York Post. New York
Okay.
Times is the insanely far left, if you don't believe with us, you're a Nazi publication.
They only print the news that's fit to print.
Yeah, okay. They've said that for a while. And well, let's just flip that coin over, and Fox News is fair and balanced, right?
It might have been back in the day. Ain't no more.
But yeah, New York Post is Whitmer is facing charges over the nursing home deaths
Okay.
as of March 9th, 2021.
That's fairly recent.
Yeah. So we could throw up a smoke screen with excuse me, Cuomo. How is Whitmer not being noticed? Are they actually succeeding in hiding these COVID deaths that were inflated by these governors with these terrible decisions? Are they hiding this and trying to make us look the other way and accusing? Shoot, let me put on my conspiracy hat again. Hold on.
All right.
There you go.
Bring out that. Those look like sunglasses, not a hat. Can you even hear us now?
Yeah, last time it was a ball cap. But it always seems like they did all this stuff to get Trump out of office, man.
They did.
Like they let thousands and thousands of people die just to get Trump out of office. New York City alone was 15,000 dead because of this. What about Whitmer? What about all these others? Well, 5 states did this, I believe, right? What if they
Yep.
honestly sacrificed the elderly to get Trump out of office? Because I'm not hearing a good argument otherwise. And that's what's right there in front of me.
Probably won't hear a good argument otherwise.
You look like the Unabomber.
Ow! Oh!
That was what he's going for. Don't encourage him.
You need to listen to last week's episode now.
He won't.
I know he won't, but I just like I'm trying to look like Ted Kaczynski. Yeah, that's why I was like, "Where's my ball cap?" Because that was oh, that's perfect.
That was. You proved your point.
But yeah, it's just, it seems it almost seems like they're doing this on purpose, and they kill people
Of
on
course
purpose.
they are.
They let people
the
die on
economy
purpose.
was like thriving under President Trump until everybody told him to lock down the economy and hold everybody in place for 3 to 4 months, you know, like where we all had to like stay at home and not do anything and just kill the economy.
I
if
see if
they-
I oh god.
If the economy had not, if this coronavirus would never happen, President Trump would have been reelected. No ifs, ands, or buts, no matter how crazy he was on Twitter.
Absolutely correct. He almost won it anyway. Like it
Yeah.
was well. The current president of the United States had the largest voter turnout of anyone ever.
For a guy in the basement.
For someone who can anyone tell me his platform on abortion?
No. And he's continuing it on. I mean, nobody knows what's going on in the White House. You know, he is still does. I mean, he did the 15-minute press conference.
I thought it was 30 minutes.
On Thursday night.
Wasn't it like 30 minutes?
No, it was like 15 minutes, and then the talking heads filled in the other 15 minutes.
Yeah.
By the way,
was,
oh, go ahead.
was that right? It was 10 minutes? Or
No,
15 minutes?
that's where I was going with this. I was like you predicted this. Like
Yes,
they're gonna
you
give him
did.
10 minutes before they drag him away. Going, okay, Joe, you're done.
Yeah.
Man, I should have bet on it.
For anyone who actually does listen to the show, well, we have this 3-way guy. Yes, we have a 3-way with this
Hey,
text message thing that we do, that we discuss this and that going on. And Ray's like, "Oh, I doubt they give him. I doubt they give him any more than 10 minutes to talk on his own before they take him away because he's gonna say something stupid or go true or not true or not."
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. The thing and the place, and forget what the Pentagon is.
He did. He did that in another instance. He
And
forgot what the Pentagon was.
Defense.
He doesn't even know who his own defense secretary is.
The guy that works over there, that's going to
What?
be the new name of the Pentagon over there.
Yeah. Well, why aren't we popular? We're funny and we're good and we talk about what's going on. Come on. No, we're fucking terrible.
We're getting more popular as the time goes on.
True.
What's the viewer max now? 20?
Well, actually, one week I got like 20 listens on YouTube alone. Now, granted, like no one listened more than an hour, but most of them listened more than 30 minutes. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I don't listen to more than 15 minutes. Like, as soon as it started going on and on.
I rarely listen to the show, period, because it's us.
Well, we don't because we're on the show. We hear it firsthand,
Yeah.
you know. But when some people are too sick to come on the show, I expect them to actually listen to the show secondhand.
I like your cross out, by the way, instead of the highlight. in the Google Doc. But anyway, what were we talking about?
The guy over there, Joe Biden. 10
There's
minutes.
a guy over there. Come on, man. The guy with the thing, you know, and he
The
does
guy
this,
was the guy was the guy.
he does the stuff, you know. Is he gonna go pee again?
I guess so.
You know what a pain in the ass it is? Seriously.
Hey, we need to start asking subscribers to send money so we can buy a catheter.
Yeah. You know what a pain in the butt is to go through this and cut out all this crap when he's like on the toilet?
He should get a sup and just take it with him.
Get a Gatorade bottle. Come on.
Get the Strucker pistons and stuff.
The hell was that noise?
My baby probably making fun of.
No, something got dropped there. Oh,
Oh,
he's back.
oh. Shh.
He's got the bladder of a 12-year-old.
Yep.
Anyway, I think we were trying to talk about the Derek Chauvin case.
Okay.
Sorry, that baby music's really distracting.
I know. This is why I put it on mute. Imagine my boy was up and we'd be like running around screaming.
Then watch us get sued by Playtel or yeah, go ahead, take everything we're worth. Literally zero.
Exactly.
But
So
yeah,
what's up? Where are you going next?
well, the Chauvin thing, he
Oh, you talked about it already.
no, I was getting ready to we were starting it, but we never actually went into it.
All right.
There's no confirmed cause of death. And you can say what you want, but the two medical reports done, one by the family, no actual confirmed cause of death. They're saying that he might
Is
have
this
been.
the guy that was the Capitol Police that was killed by pepper spray?
Was that?
Is this
You're
the
right,
Capitol Police?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting drunk here.
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah, and actually, the red was not the right color for me to choose. I should have gone with something else. This makes it really hard to read the other stuff, doesn't it?
You chose this color. You started it. I like the stars on the side.
I didn't notice the stars before. Now I definitely know what we've talked about, but I can't read it anymore. We're highlighting yellow next time, I think.
This is the Capitol Police guy that his family said actually died of like a stroke.
Oh, that's right. Not the Chauvin thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no confirmed cause of death. And people were saying that it was because he was hit with a fire extinguisher. It's like, no, there was no hit.
All right, the fire extinguisher, yeah.
Yeah, and they said that never happened. I don't know. Just it seems kind of crazy, man, you know?
It doesn't fit the narrative, so we'll never know the actual truth.
Yes. I'm gonna queue up a sound clip, but it's on YouTube, so I'm gonna have to make sure I don't have a commercial. YouTube, please speak for a couple minutes.
All right.
Or not.
Is there a commercial?
Huh? What's that? I'm gonna cue something up. Keep talking for a minute so I can get
Alright,
past a commercial or something.
I'm working on it.
That's all right. This was we'll see if it's too loud. This is something that's brought up a while ago on CNN. Let me know if you can't understand them because I'll adjust the volume and the distance and gain or whatever I need to do.
And again, this is not us saying so, John Hammond. That is a bulletin released to all law enforcement earlier this week that there is until the end of April a persistent threat of domestic extremism, domestic terrorism carried out in the ideology and around this belief that the election was fraudulent, that the COVID restrictions are unnecessary. All of those ideologies pushed by Donald Trump. But my question for you is around incitement. We had a policy, and it was very controversial. It was carried out under the Bush years and under the Obama years of attacking terrorism at its root, of going after and killing. And in the case of Amar al-Awlaki, an American, a Yemeni American.
I've brought this up several times before, especially this individual she's talking about, Amar, how Obama drone strike killed an American citizen without a trial.
Yep.
But she's making the argument right now, and you're going to hear the rest of it. She's making the argument that we should start killing American citizens that she deems terrorists.
And with a drone strike for the crime of inciting violence, inciting terrorism. Mitch McConnell was in the Senate then. He was in the Senate after 9/11 too. How does Mitch McConnell, who understands that the way you root out terrorism is to take on, in the case of Islamic terrorism, kill those who incite it, how does he not vote to convict someone that he said on the floor of the Senate incited an insurrection?
Yeah.
I don't know if how much of that you actually like heard, but she's basically saying we should be able to blow you up.
Yeah.
If we don't like what you're doing, because we can just call it insurgents.
Uh-huh.
Well, she was referring directly to what happened in DC.
Exactly.
What happened in DC? For real. Like
Nothing.
Put the numbers on the table for me. What happened?
Nothing.
One person died.
Yeah.
In terms of violence that happened that day.
And a bunch of people were injured, and a couple of Capitol Police committed suicide, and another one died related to that. Probably a heart attack or a stroke.
And the only person that actually died in that whole situation was an American veteran that said, I don't like what my government's doing.
Yeah.
This goes right back to
and there's still no like real investigation into that death.
That's my argument.
That's why her family is suing the federal government now to get to the bottom of it.
Good transition. Good transition.
Thank you. Thank you.
But why? Yeah, where are the Republicans? Again, this goes back to the Republicans are spineless. They don't do anything.
Well, the Republicans did not support the latest stimulus bill. Not single one Republican voted for it.
Why aren't they standing up for this woman's family? That she was an American veteran, a military veteran, who was pissed off what her government was doing. Are you kidding me? That's what the left has been doing for the last 70 years, right?
Because it's not politically correct.
Because they're not the left?
Yeah, or the right. When it comes right down to it, is she was pro-Trump. The normal Republican Party is not pro-Trump, so there's going to be no support for her family on the politician side.
I wish she was incredibly white.
Yeah, that too.
I saw a picture of her in like a Jeep or a truck or something,
Uh-huh.
and it was I feel bad saying, but she was so white that I couldn't tell where the edge of her was, because I might have just been like the blur of the sun around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just reflected all of the light. I was like, oh my God, she's so white. But that obviously shouldn't have anything to do with anything, right? But she served her piece in the Air Force. We'll make fun of the Air Force for being the Air Force.
You can't make up fun of it too much, it is what it is. The Air Force is just as much of a vital part of the American military establishment as any other branch of the service.
The Air Force should be part of the United States Army.
They were at one point.
They were, and they still should be.
No, they split off to do other things,
You're making the argument, take the Marines their own branch.
They aren't, because their checks are still signed by the Department of the Navy.
Yeah, you know what pisses them off is the Air Forces the Air Force is their own. The Coast Guard is considered military now,
Well, that's because we're in a time of war.
but Marines aren't.
What are you the fuck are you talking about? The Marines are totally.
The Marines are the Navy.
No, they're not.
Marines are the Department of the Navy.
A Department of the Navy, but they're still their own branch of the military.
What's up with Ray? Where's he been hiding? Did we
I don't
lose him?
I don't know. Let me work on that.
All right. Oh, there he is again. What? what happened?
I look like a still shot.
Very looks like bad connection shot.
My
He's got-
battery's running low. I forgot to charge my phone.
So
Yeah,
you
so
don't have a
everything-
plug you can plug into it right now?
It's already plugged in.
Alright.
Yeah, so I just by the way, I love the C-type connections. No,
The what? What kind of connection?
C-type, no, the C-type connection for charging the phone. The
Okay.
micro C-type.
The USB-C?
C type. I thought you said C pack. C type.
No.
Oh my god.
That's what I thought he said too.
C type's
Oh.
not new.
No, I never had it. In phone
It's
one.
convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say though, I like the idea of having a universal type, charge type before. I liked it because it was everyone had the same, I don't know, same way to charge their phone, but then Apple did their own stupid thing. And, well, then
Are we
Android.
really gonna go down this road? I know it's gonna be 2 against 1, but I'm willing to defend my devices.
I could do it more with my phone. That's all I can say.
Whatever.
I don't use half what my phone can do, but
Can you rotate your video, El Dapo? Oh, we're now on the laptop.
Yeah,
that's the terrible picture again.
Yeah.
But at least I can talk through here.
All right, that works.
At least you can what here?
Talk through here.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, we might have to hook you up with a nice stand for your phone. And actually, it's funny. Is I was looking at I was thinking about getting this crazy thing that you plug into the phone through your charger. That's got this little tiny microphone, like the end of a pen. You can like talk to people and it records it. It's like you can go out and do like a poll in person. It was a little tiny microphone.
Yeah.
I'm still like, well, it was through
Wish. I'm done with Wish. You guys talk about Wish while I'm gone.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. But it's wicked cheap. For the last 3 months, it's worth it, for the price I got. If I can spend $8 and get 300 interviews out of it, it was worth it. But anyway, that drone strike thing that I just played, right? I'm sure you remember it. And I'm trying to load an article and it won't load. That sucks. It was about Rand Paul back in 2015 asking Obama about drone strike responses. Not Obama, but the press secretary. And he got a hard time. See if it'll load this time. Nope. Got canceled. Cancel culture kicked in. Oh, well. Anyway, we just talking about the Babbitt family.
Yep.
Tell me about this lawsuit they're thinking about and what that means while I go pee. And Ray, you better start talking again, buddy.
We need you.
We do.
Well, I mean, the lawsuit It depends on where it goes. It may not go anywhere at all, but basically the Babbitt family is suing the federal government to really get to the bottom of what actually happened, which the Capitol Police have really like tried to lock it down and not bring out a lot of facts about what actually happened and how an unarmed citizen of the U.S. actually got shot and killed. What do you think, Ray? You're muted.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I need to be investigation why the guy shot the lady, because if you see the video, he just clearly shot some random person through that
Yeah.
door.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was a terrifying time. I mean, like, I don't know, like they got investigation for everything else going on except for
Yeah.
this,
Uh-huh.
you know. So, let's not jump into judgment. Yeah, we can, you know, like we can say what we want, but still have to be an investigation. You know, hey, we humans, jump into judgment real quick, but I think it need to be a bipartisan investigation, because if, everything right now just feels like going towards everything leaning towards Democrat side, you know, in their favor.
Of
You know,
course.
I
Because
just-
there's a Democrat president in charge right now.
yeah, so everything is like leaning towards them. So I don't know. And right now, I think the media is running like they're running low on the Trump bump, because they cannot mention him right now. So
They still
No, it's
are, though. They still are mentioning him.
yeah, but I
Left
said they're
and
going to
right.
run low, so they're gonna start running like, you know, like I
Shit.
see they going in, getting into Biden, like getting little nibs here and there,
Yeah.
questioning him, but it's not completely, you know, like trying to get the truth out. They're just getting whatever the press secretary give them, you know. They're gonna circle back to it and never get to it.
Play it.
It just need to be an investigation about the shooting, like what happened. And I guess it wasn't like the shooter wasn't even part of the
No,
police.
he
We'll
wasn't
circle
like
back with you
Capitol
directly.
Police.
I can
Yeah. What kind of training he had, you know, like where he got trained.
He,
You know?
he was like a security guard for one of the congressmen.
What
Play
are you
it.
talking about?
Play it, Jeffrey. Play it.
Well, hold on. What are you talking about, though?
The person that shot Babbitt.
Ah. Yeah, he was, yeah, exactly. He wasn't even police, right?
No, he was a security guard for one of the congressmen.
You know, why weren't there police there?
There was, but they weren't there, you know. That's why I don't think anything is ever going to come of this actual quote unquote investigation, because if it really did, they would realize that the guy that shot
circle back. I'll circle back with you.
veteran should not have shot. He should not pull the trigger.
Hmm.
All right, play the other one.
Which one?
Circle back.
I just did like 3 times.
We couldn't hear it because Ray and I were
We'll
talking.
circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
I don't know what to think.
You are fake news.
I mean, I don't think anything's ever going to come of this whole situation. We're never going to know the truth, because the government does not want the truth to be known. It's like the Area 51 of 2021.
The truth will set you free.
Not here, it won't.
Yeah, it's not worth quoting Dr. King anymore, because his words don't mean shit anymore, because we're not looking about judging people by the content of the character. If we are actually making it a point of judging them by the color of their skin.
And that's totally anti-Dr. King, because he was trying to get away from that 100%.
I shouldn't say just by the color of their skin. That's not 100% true. They judge by oppression points.
Same thing.
Nah, not necessarily the same thing. You can have a more oppressed white person. It's just being a white person, it's less difficult to be obvious that you're oppressed. But I mean, all you have to do is start smoking crack and having a whole bunch of babies without someone to take care of them, and you're oppressed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, they won't do this for me. It's like, well, why should they? No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want these kids not taken care of, but why is it my responsibility to take care of your kids that you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Again, this is my whole I'm against tax thing. That's why I like that idea we talked about a couple weeks ago, the dirty tranny, about
Yeah.
taxing the states. I like that a lot because then you let the states make the decision of how to do the taxes versus income. So like, oh, let's tax the pot smokers. Let's put a 40% tax on marijuana. Let's tax the drinkers. Let's put a 40% tax on alcohol. Instead of the federal government taking a percentage of what I earn. Yeah, sorry, I got excited. You guys heard what was blue on?
What?
Google it right now. Blue, like the color. Anon, like QAnon. By the way, Ray, it's really convenient having a second device right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you you don't have to. I was doing that for a while with the Chrome because I could like Google shit real quick with it, but not interrupt what I was doing with the show. I'm getting a lot better how to do this though, more fluidly.
Hey,
I
pause
think
the video and check this video out for the shooting for the Abbott. The show like, multiple camera angles. It's only like a couple minutes, but you could clearly see like the police was like they were guarding the door, and somehow they got a call and they move out of the way so the protesters can go through the door, and that's when the the security guard shot through the door. Without you can see the videos. It's
where can we find it?
I just sent you the link to your messenger.
So can somebody play it live
No,
on the show?
it's not. Well, you can just see it. Wise, I don't know if you can play it or not. It's only 3 minutes long. And actually, this came from the Washington Post.
I don't know if I trust the Washington Post anymore. I've been using them for a
check the
long.
video.
I've been using them for a long time as a source. Anyway, do you guys see this thing of a blue anon?
No.
Really? Okay. That's like 2 minutes. I thought you guys were like Googling this thing.
Play it.
Huh?
Blue and,
I don't have an audio thing, but it's this it's this idea that the left is like not conspiring, but there's a whole bunch of common interest that's leading to the excuse to join a communist party almost. No,
Well,
okay, that's not. Let me
happen
rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. That's not true at all. Blue anon is people on the left being convinced that everyone who disagrees with them is a conspiracy theorist.
What happened in was it Las Vegas, Nevada, where everybody resigned from the Democrat Party?
Yeah, because the socialists took over. I got that in here. So there you go. Entire staff of the Nevada Democrat Party quits.
Yeah.
The battle between
the communist guy won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I guess
that, all but one person who was who ran for office was a socialist that won, and the entire Democrat Party is like, deuces, I'm out. This isn't us anymore. Problem is the Democrats have accepted anyone who, for way too long, the Democrats have accepted the idea of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
So like kill the Republican, kill the Republican. But the problem is now that they've killed the Republican, they have to kill each other.
Yeah.
Now, Obama recalled it a circular firing squad, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't remember that?
I do.
These guys are shooting at each other now. Do you see what happened with Teen Vogue?
You what?
Teen Vogue. You know Vogue magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they want to cancel that reporter came in because she had
The
like
new-
something racist about the Chinese people.
The new editor-in-chief.
Yeah.
She said something racist about Chinese people 10 years ago. 10 years ago, she was 17.
No, exactly.
You know what's even better? She was the
Nope.
girlfriend of the reporter covering Joe Biden that caused the "I will end you" thing.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about,
mm-mm.
Brian?
No.
Yeah, we talked about this when a report.
You have to remember we did the show drunk, dude.
I know. Okay, we
Exactly.
do it drunk. We know
And
exactly
the
right.
longer
We do.
I mean, the 3-hour shows are the worst because I don't remember half of what happened on a 3-hour show. Especially with just the two of us, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know. All right, there was a reporter who asked somebody, not the press secretary, but somebody who answered questions for the president, you know,
Mhm.
about how somebody who used to cover the presidential campaign was dating someone who worked for the president. And the person who worked for the president, the person answering the question said, "I will end you." Threatened them by saying, "I'm pretty sure that this was not impartial because you were dating this reporter at the time, right?" Well, this Teen Vogue person that just got in trouble for this whole Chinese racism was the woman that was, was the reporter dating that person. I know that means nothing. If I was less drunk, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, like I know what you're saying. Like she was dating the reporter, and it's not correctly for how you get unbiased, news when you're dating somebody who's the political party.
Well,
trying to cover.
Teen Vogue didn't care about the fact that she was dating someone working for the Biden administration while
No,
she
they
was a reporter for it. But they cared when she might have said something racist when she was 17.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this happened 6 months ago. You didn't care. So that tells you where their morals are. It's like they don't care if you were obviously involved with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with this fourth box you got here for the Guapo? You got sound on one and video on the other or something, or what?
Yeah, like I got my laptop and my cell phone side to side.
No, I'm saying you got two boxes on the Zoom
Yeah,
call.
well, I don't know.
I don't know about
You
that.
logged in on both of them.
Yeah.
All right. Brian's back at least.
Yeah, back in black.
Now, AC/DC, they don't do music anymore. That sucks.
No.
We were
They're
talking
like
about
70 now.
well, yeah, the eldest one. Can't remember his name. Angus Black, I think. Angus Young, maybe. Said a while ago he's not doing it anymore because he'll never hear anything again in his life if he keeps doing concerts. You know.
So, what about these drone strikes on Trump supporters?
We already played the audio clip of that.
Where were you a few minutes ago? How drunk were you?
Being
Yeah, I tried to play the Rand Paul. Oh, that's right. It was one of these stupid. Yeah. Senator Rand Paul ended his quest Thursday to block a vote on the nomination. By the way, Thursday, this is months and months and months ago. 8 years ago, apparently. and his quest Thursday to block a vote on the nomination of John Brennan to the CIA director. After he's not even yeah, there you go. After he received an answer from the Obama administration about his question on the drones, Paul's decision to back down cleared the way for the final Senate vote this afternoon. And the chamber confirmed Brennan in a 63-34 vote that crossed party lines. Yada yada, blah blah blah. Quote, it has come to my attention that you have now asked for an additional question, or asked an additional question. Does the president have the authority to use a weaponized drone to kill an American not engaged in combat on American soil? I'm going to say that again. Does the president have the authority to use a weaponized drone to kill an American not engaged in combat on American soil?
No.
The answer to that question is no. This is actually the reason why I attached this to the last part with the audio thing. Was we had that reporter calling for drone strikes on American citizens that disagree. It's like apparently what we do is just blow them up.
Yeah. Don't bother asking any questions. Just blow them up.
And I can't believe. I thought the Democrats, the liberals, the whatever you want to call them, were supposed to be the ones that are like, don't kill people. Like, what happened here?
Abortion happened.
Weren't the hippies, the liberals, the ones trying to end Vietnam?
Yeah.
So why are they signing up to? Do they not know that they're signing up to blow people up? Are they not paying attention?
No, they're paying attention.
No.
I don't know, man. I got a feeling your average voter has no idea what they're voting for.
What do you want to go next?
Well, I want to bring something up that I didn't bring up with the Chauvin thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I write some things down to have something to bring up that you guys didn't have time to think something up. I say this like you guys fucking read this thing, and
I do.
I know you look at it. I think I got a feeling Ray's looking at it right now.
He ain't looking at it. He doesn't even know where to find it.
I don't know. I think this is the first time he's actually had a look at it.
Did he? Is he looking at it?
No, they're looking at something else.
No. Okay. I will fix this problem this week.
I'm ill prepared.
When it shows up on the messenger, click on it and just have it open throughout the week.
Okay.
On your document, whether it's on your phone or on your computer.
All right.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Then you add to it. You can subtract to it. At least you have an idea what we're going to talk about on the show.
Right.
I mean, you have a good idea what we're going to talk about because you follow politics very closely.
Yeah. Lately, it's just a lot of cartoons.
Don't forget the Pepe Le Pew ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. I refuse to give up on Pepe Le Pew. I don't care if Disney does. I ain't doing it.
It's
Dr. Seuss.
Exactly. Not having it.
I don't know how to get out of this. This is weird. It's in your.
This in red.
Get out of what?
I just sent it to you in the messenger.
I know,
I'll link to it.
Here, but you covered everything else in red, highlighted everything red.
I know the red was a bad color. I'm sorry. It was supposed to work. I was having.
I told you it was a bad color from the get-go.
I was having an issue with the stars.
We're going back to stars, motherfucker.
I'll try yellow, maybe.
All right, try yellow.
Yeah, that's a highlighter.
Well, at least Ray's got it now. He admitted to it.
I know he's been getting it, man. I got 2 email addresses I'm sending it to.
Good luck with that.
Here we go. These guys, I've never heard of them before, but hotair.com.
Hotair.com.
You ever heard of them?
No.
Neither have I. No, well, and I got some news from them, so I was like, I'm gonna look them up because I don't know.
Is this on the Google Doc?
It is.
All right.
It starts out with dug up their reputation.
Probably highlighted in red.
Underneath
yeah.
a whole bunch of red stuff.
I'm gonna switch it to yellow for you. See how that works.
But I dug up the reputation of hothead.com, and apparently they're
Yeah.
right-based.
Yeah.
Like that's what they cover, but they have not failed the fact checked in 5 years. Oh my God, what'd you do?
Who, me?
I don't
I
know.
didn't-
I was about to click on something and it just all turned red.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't do that.
I'm messing with this shit right now.
All right.
But SCOTUS made a decision 8-1.
Yeah.
Students in college can in fact sue over a free speech zone that is infringed upon. I'm a little bothered that it took them to say a free speech zone because it's a. Are you gonna go pee again?
Yeah, oh, I didn't see him. I was wasted. He's wasted. Ándale, ándale.
Oh,
You went
I
to get
didn't let
a
a cat out of the room. He was trapped.
Meow.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Wait, these free speech zones. Apparently, a whole bunch of students were told they weren't allowed to say what they wanted to say because it was quote offensive because someone was offended by it.
Who?
You want me to
Random
bring up the
people.
actual examples they bring up?
Because I don't want to.
Oh my God. Okay. The first name in this case is spelled UZUEGBUNAM
Damn.
versus PRECZEWSKI. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. But Justice Clarence Thomas was the one who actually made the statement. Oh my God, I forgot how much reading this was. I forgot how much reading the Supreme Court Justice Supreme Court here ruling was.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought reading it once it'd be enough for me to like zip through and like, oh, here's what happened.
I think we just circle back to it.
Yeah.
You finally circle
You
back
are
to something.
fake news.
I'd rather circle back.
Yeah. But apparently, well, it comes down to is now students can sue their school in a free speech zone if they're saying that they can't say whatever the hell they want to say.
Okay.
Because apparently a bunch of people got in trouble for saying that they believe in Trump and they believe, you know, this and that. And they got in a lot of trouble and they got in
You
like
can't believe in Trump. Trump's dead.
if it's a free speech zone,
Doesn't matter.
I don't care if you're saying the most offensive thing on the planet. Right?
You can't. I mean, it's not politically correct to say Trump was forever president. Trump's not going to be president in 2024. You can't say that. It's not going to happen.
Hashtag not my president.
Exactly.
That kind of blows my mind though, that we spent 4 years of people pretending that Trump wasn't president, and now everyone's like, oh, it doesn't matter what you think. This is what happened. It's like, really? It's like I just spent 4 years trying to argue with people saying that this is their president. They told me no, he wasn't. You know?
Well, he was president.
Well, my problem is they made me spend so much time defending Trump versus versus critiquing him.
That's the left way. You know, they don't want to like have to defend their position. They just want to have everybody believe in their position.
I don't want to spend my time critiquing a president saying they're wrong, because don't get me wrong, Trump was wrong plenty of the time.
Yeah, I'm not saying he wasn't.
But we were spending all our time saying that what these guys said isn't true. What these guys said isn't true, you know?
Yeah,
Don't make me defend the guy if you hate him. How's that?
exactly.
There's plenty to critique him for. Critique him on what actually happened.
Right. Exactly.
He banned bump stocks.
Yep.
So now
Because he conformed to like what he thought he needed to conform to when the mass shootings were going on.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was talking about. That's what
No.
happened.
He didn't.
The
But I
idea of a-
guarantee the next school shooting that happens under President Biden, look out and see what happens. Bump starts are going to be the least of your worries.
Well, the bump stock is designed to make sure you don't get a bruise on your shoulder when you shoot a deer with your high-powered rifle from
Yeah.
a quarter mile away. You know?
Guard your high-powered rifle carefully under President Biden.
That yellow does look a lot better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Ray will be the ultimate judge.
Yes, much better.
Because you can still read it after the
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
So
I
by,
don't
All right. We have switched to yellow, motherfuckers.
so Biden's looking to cancel not just the student debt.
Well, originally, everybody's trying to push for him to cancel $50,000 in student debt
Why?
because it sounds
So
good.
that's what's popular right now
Why?
because that's what people want.
No, that's not what people want. That's
That's
what
what the Democrat wants.
liberals want.
I don't understand. No, I don't understand how this argument came up that said, "Oh, just forgive this." Why? No. Why is my debt not being forgiven?
Because you don't make irresponsible decisions, bro. You start
I mean,
making.
I'm going to call this shit out right now. Here and
I already
there.
paid for my school.
I've got after my GI Bill. I love school. I love going to school.
I do
racked
too.
up $100,000 in student debt.
That's your fault.
Yes, it is. I'm not looking for anybody to like cancel it out. I don't even look to pay for it anytime soon because I keep like deferring it every year because I don't make enough money to like make payments on it. But it is what it is. It's my debt. I don't expect anybody to do anything about it other than me. I'm not trying to get a public servant position where they'll forgive so much amount of my debt after so many years of being a teacher or anything like that. That ain't me. I mean, I don't know where to go from there.
You need to learn how to make a responsible decision and let everybody else pay for it, Brian.
I'm sorry, I didn't do
That's
that.
a new trend.
I'm all about the old trend.
I ran out of beer.
I haven't had a beer in a week.
Beer is good.
Yeah,
Is he going to pee again?
I guess so. Brian, you going to pee?
We really should get him checked for prostate cancer.
Yeah. My wife says he's worse than a pregnant woman.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I'll have a look.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shoot.
Biden's looking to not just cancel student debt, but like the taxes on the debt.
Oh. Hey, you know what? If this shit goes through, I'm gonna tell my wife to put her name out there, fucking cancel her debt. Why not? Fuck it. Go
Well,
to hell,
no,
man.
it just pisses me off, man. It's like,
I know. I know.
why didn't I just borrow a ton of money instead of wasting, or not wasting, but spending a decade of my life in the service? I could have just borrowed money and never paid it back. You know what I mean?
What would be the side effect of this? Like, will people resent people they get the loan they got it loan forgiveness and stuff?
Are those words?
I'm sorry, I get tongue twisted. I asked you what would be the side effect of this going through? Will people get upset with other people that got, the loan forgiveness or not? What will be the ultimate consequence if this shit goes through?
It already went through.
No, it hasn't. Well, has to make it through the Senate, right?
No.
What?
It
No.
went to a house.
What pisses me off is that the people that didn't ask for, didn't sign up for, didn't want, and didn't benefit from student debt have to pay for it.
All
now-
kids
and
didn't
now-
want it.
And now the highest earning 10% of the country is going to have their education and training paid for by the middle 40%. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Why should the chemist who went to school, who can't find work, have their debt paid off by the farmer? Then the chemist can go on to make $100,000 a year and she doesn't have to pay back her debt. The farmer had to pay it. That pisses me off.
Yep.
You say yep. I don't think anyone listens to me.
No, we hear you.
Oh. He
If you
said he
borrow
heard
money,
you.
it's your
He-
damn
He
responsibility
didn't
to
say
pay
he
it back.
listens to you.
Huh?
Ray didn't say he listened. He just said he heard you.
If you borrow the money, it's your responsibility to pay it back, not someone
Yeah.
else's.
Uh-huh.
I got into a fight of a friend of mine I've known since I was like 4, actually
Okay.
younger than that, a couple houses up. She got this sweet job going to India to do whatever for like 6 months in this internship weird thing, not internship, but like an exchange thing.
Mm-hmm.
He took off in the middle of the night and flew back to the United States, blew her entire budget for 6 months with a credit card. And she was like all proud of herself. It was like, this is why people hate us.
Okay.
Like people like you show up. I was like, and they don't realize that there's people that bleed and work here, you know? There's a place for everything, but I don't know where I was going. I'm sorry, man. Take us in another direction. Someone else, please.
I gotta go. I got other things to do, finish cleaning, laundry.
You hear what happened at hold up before you go. You hear what happened to the Joint Base Andrews?
No, what happened?
Some dude tried to drive a pickup truck through the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did not make it through.
No.
Nice.
Nice.
I just thought I'd bring that up because you know the security at that gate, don't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's super
They did-
high because there's a lot of other shit that's going on there.
They did not have to shoot him.
And they didn't.
We're almost done anyway.
Yeah.
Another. I'm sorry, Ray. You out, dude?
Yeah, about to.
All right. Have fun. Thanks for being on again, man. It's been a
Right.
couple weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Yeah, well, it makes it a lot easier when you're on because otherwise, every time I have to pee, we got to pause.
You got nobody else to complain to.
Exactly.
His picture's better than yours, Brian.
Fuck you.
It is.
Well, you got an iPhone?
No, I'm using my laptop.
Oh, you need to upgrade to A11.
I got
Never
a
gonna
Logic.
happen.
Yeah.
I'm
I got a
going to
Logitech
12.
camera myself.
iPhone 12 is where I'm going next, motherfuckers.
You should catch up with the Samsung. We're at the 20 now.
No doing Samsung.
Yeah, that just doubled though. Went from the 10 to the 20.
I don't know. It's just stupid shit. And like, if like the Navy, like what? Well, the military. What happened to the F-19 and the F-20? How you guys jump into the F-22?
Actually, those numbers mean weird things that we're not supposed to tell anyone about.
Mhm.
Anyway,
No, anyways, all right, guys.
All right, later.
Later. Turn out of this.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I have to do 3 things to get out. There we go. Later, guys.
All right,
Deuces.
later. Let's talk about Biden rescue package.
Yeah, I saw.
We kind of talked about it, how he's going to eliminate student debt.
Yeah, the taxes on the debt too. So now,
I mean, he hasn't actually done anything about it. Elizabeth Warren wants, and her affiliates want to eliminate $50,000 with the student debt, and he's pretty much come out and said that the most he's going to do by like executive order is like $10,000 in debt, and that doesn't even mean it's actually going to happen. This is going to show up in the court system. So
I don't know, man. I just every time I hear about people talk about taxes now, I just picture the old animated Peter Pan. Remember that one? No. Well, anyway, the old animated Peter Pan movie from Disney, and it's like, and the bad guy comes around, the sheriff comes around collecting taxes with like, little bags of gold.
Uh-huh.
I think the average American is too ignorant to how this stuff works to realize that they're funding the very thing that they hate.
Yeah.
And I think that's our own fault because we're letting them. Let me put on my conspiracy hat again. We're sending them to schools to be indoctrinated that this is the way things work. And when you tell them that that's not actually how it actually works, you're the bad guy,
yeah.
I don't know. This is oh my God, what is this $2 trillion coronavirus bill?
1.9.
Oh, I'm doing 1.9 trillion. Do you know how much money that is?
Nope.
No. You know why? Because it's impossible to understand that number.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Boil it down the bill, like 1% actually goes to the people, and the rest goes to foreign governments.
And that's the prop. No, exactly. Well, that was the last one that came up. It was like, that's gnarly, dude. Oh my God, there's another one. Get any on you?
No.
Good for you. Oh my God. What all this money, man? It's like, where did it go? Oh, you should have hit that mute button for that many of them, huh? Where is all this money going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got completely distracted by that, dude. That was totally gnarly. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm pausing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just going to take a break.
All right, I'm gonna go take a leak.
And we're recording.
There we go.
Back
Yeah, exactly.
after our commercial break.
Yeah.
Hope
With
you guys
no
enjoyed it.
commercials. Portland's on fire again.
Yes, it is.
Antifa, tear gas, yada. I don't know. These guys think they're special, man. They think the rules don't apply to them. Like they get upset and they're allowed to burn a city down. If that's the case, then every time you piss me off, I can punch you in the mouth, right?
Yep.
I'm not allowed to do that. And
interesting thing I just read about Portland. The mayor of Portland is actually asking for like $2 more million. He's actually asking more. I don't know how the exact amount is, but he's actually asking for more funding for police.
didn't they just
council has not come across and said they agree with it.
Didn't they just defund the police?
Yes, they're trying to do that, and the mayor says this is bullshit because we're fucked.
Yeah, well, they took the money away from the police. Then murders went up, and all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
These people burned
I
down
mean, there's
Portland.
been riots happening in Portland for months
Oh yeah,
that nobody actually covers on the media. There's multiple businesses moving out of downtown Portland because they just can't do business anymore.
well, they attacked the federal courthouse again,
Yeah,
and multiple banks.
right. Exactly.
Well, that's a federal felony, right? To attack a
But you got to have a federal government that's willing to pursue the process. When President Trump was in office, that might have happened. What do you want to think the odds are that Biden pays any attention to it?
well, the word's out there.
Okay. Doesn't mean anything.
Well, he's not doing shit with it, but that's the issue is anyone willing to go have a look themselves or just listen to what they're fed? You know?
Mhm.
How many people know that Portland's on fire?
No,
How many people know
no.
why? Why is Minnesota rioting?
George Floyd.
You know that. How many other people would tell you that?
Not really.
Especially the ones that are voting the way tell because of George Floyd. They don't know what happened. They don't know where it happened. They don't know any of the details. They just know their butt hurts. You know? Don't bend over and spread them if you ain't ready for it.
Yep.
I don't know. They attacked the courthouse again. It's just, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to convict this guy of murder. They
The
Final-
police guy.
yeah, they added manslaughter to the charge, which at least there's a fair argument to be made. I shouldn't say fair. At least there's an argument to be made.
Huh?
There's negligence led to the death, but he was trained to do it this way in this video of the training, you know?
Yeah.
Writing's only gonna get worse. Just my opinion. Oh. You got anything to add?
Ooh.
You're somewhere else.
No, I don't think that's sad.
Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No.
All right, well. What's this National Guard thing?
Yeah, we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah, new to
The
me.
National Guard person in charge, the general in charge of the National Guard, said that the troops in DC should not be extended. That's what their current date is. And the Department of Defense Secretary, who is the Biden appointee, said he disagreed with it and he overruled National Guard guy.
You can do that?
Apparently so. He did it.
Huh. Well. Huh. I thought by definition they didn't have that authority.
I mean, as we go on in government, we're making up authority as we go.
Well, I thought the whole point of the National Guard was supposed to be a military force to keep the government in check.
Oh, I thought it was a military force governed by governors. They're the ones in charge of their own National Guard, each state.
True, but the governors are elected by the people.
Yeah.
That's the idea, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't think I don't like the idea of the National Guard being mobilized on the behalf of the United States of America. I'm pretty sure the whole point of it is that it's separate from the United States of America.
Well, it doesn't seem like it right now.
Huh?
It doesn't seem like it right now.
It doesn't. And you seem very drunk, ready to pass out.
Yes, I am.
Ah.